Hello and welcome to another video here at Hobbies and Happiness. My name's Dan.
I'm Jim. It's Alpha Clash spoiler season.
It is, ladies and gentlemen. It 100% is. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to recap week number 1 of the set number 2 spoilers for Alpha Clash, the Alpha Clash TCG. So so last week spoiler season started for Alpha Clash, and so set number 1 was the Awakening. Set number 2 is called Clashgrounds. We've already got some doozies, and we're recording this on Labor Day, on Monday, and so today we did have some more spoilers spoiled today, but we're going to talk about those in the next video. So this video is going to be all about last week. So we're going to try and get you guys weekly recaps of the weekly spoilers. So, but before we get into the spoilers, don't forget, if you like these Alpha Clash content, don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you can be notified when we release more Alpha Clash content in the future. So there's a lot to talk about, and so last week we had about, I think, 6 cards plus some new mechanics spoiled. So we're gonna get right into it with the first spoiler, Death Stalking Specter. So Death was spoiled by Wade King, the new art director for Rising Empire Studios, and Death is a beauty. So we are introduced now to the Harbingers. Jim, how excited are you to finally see the Harbingers? Because when we first started talking about this game, you were like, "Tell me about the Harbingers. I want the Harbingers."
Yeah, I mean they're beautiful. I'm glad they're here, and wow.
Yeah, so Death Stalking Specter is a 5-cost, 2 required resources for a 3/4 Death Bardega Clash card. So Death has Flight and has a Trigger Enter ability, which reads, Trigger Enter, you may send target Clash card with an attack power of 3 or less to Oblivion. So quasi Kagan effect, but only targeting Clash cards with attack power 3 or less. And then also says whenever a Clash card is sent to Oblivion from the Clash zone, this card gets +1/+1 until end of turn. This effect triggers only once per turn. So 5 cost 3/4 flyer, but with that Trigger Enter ability and potential to go to a 4/5. Jim, what's your initial thoughts on this Death card?
The part that's a little crazy to me is Death kills Death.
Death kills Death?
Yeah, you bring this in, and if your opponent has one,
yeah, that's true.
You can kill Death with Death.
Yeah,
who would have thought?
True. That is true.
But yeah, I mean, a 3/4 for 5 with flying, with upside is pretty nice. Yeah, it can also get bigger, and you're already looking to be sending cards to Oblivion, so yeah, it itself is just going to get bigger. I like it.
Yeah, and with that second ability that says whenever a Clash card is sent to Oblivion from the Clash zone, that's not just your stuff, that's opponent stuff too. So anything on board, Death has a potential to go from a 3/4 to a 4/5 on your turn and on your opponent's turn. And so there's I mean, in all honesty, I feel like in any game, Death is going to be a 4/5 every turn she's on the field, most likely. So starting off strong with Death Stalking Specter, the first Harbinger, big fan of that one. So thanks to Wade King. Guys, also, as we go through, I'm going to do my best to let you guys know who spoiled all these cards, so you can go follow them on their social media accounts. So Wade King, you can find him over on Instagram at Art of Wade King. So the second one, this is an absolute banger of a card. It is Torque. So Torque, the Lawless One. So Torque was spoiled to us by Chris Jones. Again, follow him on Instagram at Chris Jones, super artist. So Torque, the Lawless One, 4 cost, 3 required red resources. Okay, he's a 5/2 Torque Earth Clash card. He's an Alpha affiliate. Torque is, again, the Alpha affiliation, and he has Trigger Victory. Deal 2 damage to target contender or Clash card. So this is the first time we see Trigger Victory. So what Trigger Victory means is if this Clash card defeats another Clash card in combat or a clash and survives, that Trigger Victory will trigger. Okay, so it has to defeat something, but then also survive that attack.
But Dan, it has 2 defense.
I know this.
Like,
how do you stop that? Well, there's the second part. It says when this card would be dealt clash damage, you may pay 2 red resources. If you do, prevent that damage and up to one other target Torque Clash card you control gets +2/+2 in Breakthrough until end of turn. Jim, what do you think about Torque, the Lawless One here?
This guy's bonkers.
Oh my goodness, man.
So the part that's really cool is you can utilize him offensively or just be able to block your opponent's like biggest thing.
Yeah.
Pay 2 and you don't take any damage. Your card's not dead.
Yep.
And then you could even give one of your other Torque cards a bigger body or bigger attack, bigger toughness, and then he can even now destroy something when he comes in for a block.
Right. And
it's
that
phenomenal.
But that's the thing. I look at this card and I'm just like, oh my goodness. Like you can really go offensive or defensive. It's so versatile.
Yeah.
Just oh man. Because again, I look at the stat line, it's like 5/2 for 4. Man, I don't know. But then you read the card, I'm like, holy cow, dude.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like even, and I think you want to use this on defense too, because of the trigger victory. Like if you look at that trigger victory, I mean, you
I didn't even think about that either.
Right? Holy cow.
Kill something during your opponent's turn, potentially kill another thing.
That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, that's really good.
And so Torque the Lawless One is an epic rarity card as well. And he's definitely epic, that's for sure. So yeah, Torque the Lawless One. Thanks again to Chris Jones. Again, follow him on Instagram, and I know he's got some more cards to spoil for us. And again, Chris's artwork in the set, phenomenal. I gotta mention the artwork in set 2 so far. It is absolutely phenomenal. Wade has done a phenomenal job as art director for this set, and I cannot wait to see more of these cards. And this next card is another banger. It is Clarity, Harbinger of Death. So Clarity was spoiled to us by Patrick Brown on Instagram at Patrick Brown Art. So Clarity, Harbinger of Death is a 6-cost black and white card. So 1 required black, 2 required white resources for a 5/5 Clarity Earth Clash card. Clarity again is a Harbinger affiliated card. Clarity is a Harbinger. Interesting.
Yes.
So again, a 5/5 unrivaled. So you can only have 1 copy of this card in your deck. For reasons. Okay. And she's also got Trigger Enter. Each opponent sends a Clash card they control to Oblivion. Also says, while this card is engaged, it can't be sent to Oblivion by an opponent's card effect. It can be defeated in combat, however. And then also says, once during your turn, when another Clash card is defeated or sent to Oblivion, you may choose one. Your contender gains 2 health, or you look at the top card of your deck, put it on the top or bottom of your deck, then draw a card. Also, again, artwork phenomenal. Absolutely beautiful. Love this piece by Patrick Brown. Jim, what do you think of Clarity, Harbinger of Death here, man?
All right, she's beautiful. A lot of really good effects.
Yes.
The thing that's killing me is that unrivaled.
Yeah. Well, again, for reasons.
Yes.
For reasons.
Yes.
I
get it.
I think this has to have unrivaled, or it's like, oh my! Can you imagine having 4 of these in your deck?
It'd be great. Hook me up.
I'd hate playing against it too, but man, oh man! Like
really cool.
I think you have to. Yeah. You really have to have the unrivaled, and
I like that she's not super high cost as well, like the 8 or even 9 cost, like we've seen with some of the other cards. I really like that 6-drop cost for her.
100%. And again, this only fits in black-white decks. Okay, so again, this is our first essentially dual land. So this, if you put it in as a resource, which you're not putting this in as a resource, because again, it's a one of. It could effectively.
I guess that's the other important part. Is why it's unrivaled.
Right. So, such an amazing card. And again, I think, if you're playing against somebody with Clarity in your deck, you are thinking about it all the time. Once they get to 6 resources, oh man, do they have Clarity? Because there's so many plays, you have to be like, if they have Clarity, I can be blown out here. And so I love everything about this card. So Clarity, Harbinger of Death. Really interested as to why Clarity is a Harbinger, and pretty sure we're going to find out here pretty soon. So again, that's Clarity, Harbinger.
I guess we didn't see that coming, but she definitely did. Because she can look into the future. And...
All right, so the next card that we are looking at is No More Fighting. So No More Fighting was spoiled to us by Dagon White You can follow him on Twitter at Kodachi1. So no more fighting. Also, Dagan, a very good player and playtester champion. He's a
playtester champion.
Dagan, I'm coming for you, my friend. I'm 100% coming for you. Anyway, no more fighting is a 1-cost clash buff. So in action, it says you may only play this card if your contender is a blue haven. And then says
spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. And then says target contender or clash card you control gets +0/+3 until the end of this clash. Then draw 2 cards. So this is our first clash buff that we see from set number 2. I love the direction that we're going with clash buffs. I mean, with set 1, universally powerful cards. But now in future sets, I'm like, man, what are we going to see with clash cards going forward? And this is our first one. What do you think about No More Fighting?
Dude, this card's kind of crazy to me.
It is.
1 cost, draw 2 cards is instantly amazing.
Yeah.
But then to be able to give your contender a +3 defense, kind of really big.
Or clash card too.
Or clash card. Whatever you want to do. Protect your card that you know is going to be very important for you on your following turn, and then just be able to draw 2 cards on top of it. This card is amazing.
The only thing that you got to watch out for is, again, you can only target a certain contender or clash card with a clash buff on once per turn. Okay, so with this specific clash card, the effect specifically states until the end of this clash. So most likely you're targeting the contender or clash card that's involved in that clash. Okay, so you're keeping them out of harm's way. Essentially, you want them to survive. But again, you want to make sure that you don't lose them in follow-up plays, potentially. So regardless, No More Fighting, a phenomenal card. Absolutely love it. And then our last few spoilers come to us courtesy of Team Covenant. So they put out a video. So again, I'll be sure to link the video down below. So you can follow them on Twitter. I believe it's at Team Covenant, and check out their YouTube channel as well. The first one we're going to take a look at is we're going to look at War, the Provocateur. So War, the Provocateur, another Harbinger. So War is a 2-cost, 1 required red resources. He's a 1/2 War clash card, common rarity, and says whenever this card is dealt damage, you may choose one. Deal 1 damage to another target clash card, or you can activate the portal. So before I get Jim's thoughts, we need to talk about the portal. The portal is a new mechanic. Okay, so the portal can either be opened or closed. The portal is a mechanic. It's a token card that starts in play, and the portal starts closed. Okay, there are going to be cards which care about the portal being open or closed, and if it's open or closed, will gain certain card effects. Now, when it's your turn, you can pay 2 resources to either open or close the portal. Okay, so to either stop your opponent from getting the benefits, or to help you gain those benefits. Okay, so it introduces some tempo plays, right? But one thing I again want to mention is I love the artwork. The portal, it actually looks really cool. Like, I can imagine this being put down like in New York City or Chicago, and then like you're seeing this portal, and this is kind of how the Harbingers are coming to the world. So anyway, so that's the new portal mechanic. Okay, so War is the first card that we see that references the portal mechanic. Okay, so Jim, now knowing that, looking at War, what's your thoughts on War the Provocateur?
Aside from being able to activate the portal, I absolutely love this card because when you swing into your opponent, most of the time they're going to have 1 attack. Is it possible for them to have 0 attack? Maybe sometimes, if you depending on what cards you play. Okay. But when you swing into their contender to deal damage to them, he's going to take damage. Yeah. And that allows you to ping something else on the board as well. Right. Also, does he have to live for this effect to go off?
Nope.
Okay, so then if that's the case...
It is whenever. It is no trigger victory. It is whenever.
So if that's the case, he can swing into something that has a 2 toughness and still be able to kill it.
Correct. Yes.
I really like him.
Yeah.
Just to be able to spread that damage around however you need to spread it around.
Yeah. And either again to your opponent or to yourself. If you're playing Torque strategy, you care about dealing yourself damage.
Yep. Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. So again, love the artwork by Alex Tripp on this piece. Absolutely love it. Again, the art style, the art direction in the set, absolutely love. All right, and then the last one that we have for you from last week is Conquest the Destroyer, again from Team Covenant. Now, this artwork is a Team Covenant promo, so I believe if you want to get this promo, you have to buy a box through Team Covenant, okay? I've already got some boxes pre-ordered, signed up and ready to go.
Of Flare.
So anyway, Conquest the Destroyer is a 6-cost, 3 required white resources for a 5/4 Conquest of Argor Clash card. Again, of the Harbinger affiliation. So Conquest has the undisputed keyword, and then also has the text, if the portal is closed, this Clash card gets close combat. If the portal is open, this card gets flight. So this one obviously cares very much about the portal. Now, it doesn't matter if it's open or closed, it gets certain benefits. And again, these are all benefits and really good benefits too. Close combat or flight. And again, with undisputed, cannot be defeated in a clash on your turn. Undisputed is a
I forgot what that was.
Undisputed is a great mechanic.
In close ranges, you are able to attack untapped cards.
Correct. Close combat is you can attack cards that are not exerted.
Yeah, that's real good.
That's really good.
That's real strong.
For a 5/4. So yeah, what else do you think about Conquest here?
So I remember when I saw Lynn with the close combat ability, I'm like, I love this effect.
Yes, 100%.
And I was like, this is a small body though.
Yes, it is.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
But this guy is huge.
Yes.
So being able to fly over your opponent's stuff if need to and the portal's open, or be able to attack their stuff that they're trying to protect, I really like this card.
Yep.
I really like him.
Yep. And I love the flavor of it too. Like if the portal's open, just being like, he's coming out. I can just see him flying out of the portal if it's open. And then like if it's closed, just trying to just defeat and destroy anybody in his way to get to it, to try and open the portal maybe.
Yeah, he's on a conquest.
Right. So, but again, I love the artwork. Chris Jones, so all of his pieces are amazing. And I love every single one of them thus far. For set number 2. But yeah, that's what we got. Jim, what's your initial takes? Because this is the first time where you're really seeing all these cards.
Wow.
I think that is an apt and correct description for how many of us are thinking and feeling. Absolutely. Clarity. Oh man, dude. Clarity is a beauty. Everything that I've seen thus far just looks
and Torque
phenomenal.
is a beast.
Oh my word. That Torque just scares me to death. I mean, I can just imagine. Oh man,
dude, you ain't ready for the red-white list I got.
Oh, I know.
You ain't ready,
especially now with that Torque. Oh goodness gracious. So anyway, with that, we're gonna kick it over to you guys. What do you all think of this week number 1 recap of the Clashground spoilers for Alpha Clash set number 2? Let us know down below which cards you are most excited for. Do you like Torque? Do you like Clarity? Clarity is a Harbinger. Let us know what you all think down below. And again, stay tuned. We're gonna try and get these recaps out on the weekends at the end of the week, so we can kind of not wait as long. But with a holiday weekend, it's kind of thrown, holiday weekends throw wrenches and plans and whatever. But always. So anyway, again, look for our recaps down the line. And again, be sure you're following us on Twitter and all the social media accounts. We're going to be reposting all the spoilers as they go live as well. And again, let us know what you think down below. And with that, we're going to get out of here. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us today, and we'll catch you in the next Alpha Clash video. See you, everybody.
Take care.